Guys, do subscribe the Gate Hunt and press the bell icon to receive notifications on latest jobs updates, Gate talks and video lectures on Gate and IES.
Hi guys, welcome to this fifth lecture of ethics and values in engineering profession. So till now we have discussed in the first chapter we discussed the introductory part, and in the second chapter we discussed about values and human values. So in this lecture we will be discussing about values in engineering. So in engineering there are basically four values that are very important. So these are: first one is safety, second value of engineering is human progress, third one is partnership with nature, and fourth one is clear decision making. So we will be discussing all these values of engineering one by one. Guys, the first important engineering value that we are going to discuss is safety. So guys, these three things are needed to be followed in order to ensure safety. So the first thing is basic steps, and second one is risk analysis, and the third one is safe exit. So let us discuss about all these three things that are needed to be followed in order to ensure safety. So guys, the first thing that is needed to be followed is the basic steps. So these four are the steps needed to be followed when we want to produce any product. So the first step is legal compliance. So about safety, whatever is the law, our product must follow it. Moving on, the second step that is needed to be followed to ensure safety while providing a product or service is industry compliance. So about safety, whatever rules are followed in the industry, you have to follow all those rules. Guys, moving on, the third basic step that is needed to be followed is attempt to foresee potential or future misuse. So especially you have to see that how the product can be misused, and once you identify the points in which the product can be misused in future, you have to plug those points. Guys, moving on, the fourth basic step that is needed to be followed is testing. So whatever model you have prepared of your product, you have to do its testing also before launching it in the market. Guys, moving on, the second important thing that is needed to be followed to ensure safety is risk analysis. So in this risk analysis, first of all, you have to see that what are the various risks involved with the product, and secondly you have to see which of the above identified risks are accepted. So guys, these are the various dimensions of doing risk analysis while deciding that whether the risk involved in our product can be accepted or not. So the first dimension is voluntary versus involuntary risk. So we have to check whether the product which you are designing, it involves voluntary risk or involuntary risk. Moreover, the second dimension of doing risk analysis is short-term consequences versus long-term consequences. So whatever risk your product involves, whether it is having short-term consequences or long-term consequences, that you have to check. Moving on, the third dimension of doing risk analysis is high risk with low probability versus low risk with high probability. So here high risk means damage is more. So for example, in case of air travel, the number of accidents is very less. That is, the probability of accidents in case of air travel is very less, but the risk involved in any accident of air travel is very much. That is, all the people who are traveling through air, if the plane crashes, then there are very less chances than any of them survives. So the risk involved in air travel is very high. So you need to check whether your product is involving high risk with low probability or is it involving low risk with high probability. Guys, moving on, the fourth dimension on which the risk analysis is done is reversible effects versus irreversible effects. So you have to check whether risk involved with your product are reversible or not. That is, whatever damage happens after some time, that damage can be reversed or not. Guys, moving on, the fifth dimension of doing risk analysis is delayed versus immediate effect. So you have to check whether the damage occurred by your product happens after some time or it happens immediately. So for example, you are making a product which uses nuclear radiations, then the risk involved is delayed. That is, whatever effects that will happen on the body on the usage of product or just by virtue of being near to the product, those effects will be visible on the body after some time. And an example of this immediate effect can be that if you are using a car and if it fails, then it stops. So effects will be immediate. So guys, as per government rules and requirement of society, you have to choose whether you want to keep your risk of this type or the other type, that is of voluntary type or involuntary type, of short term consequences type or of long term consequences type. That is, you have to choose one among all these dimensions. That is, in each case you have to choose only one. All these are the dimensions of the risk which you have to see, and for each dimension you have to choose only one. So like this, finally you have to reach on a conclusion that which type of risk can be incorporated, that is involved in your product, and which type of risk can be involved in your product depends on the demand of public, government and industry. Guys, moving on, the third thing that we need to discuss under this safety value in engineering is safe exit. So this safe exit means that in spite of following all the procedures, in spite of the risk analysis, once you have prepared your product, still there is a possibility of product failing. So on this side also you have to think, and this is called safe exit. So when your product fails, it should fail safely, and if your product fails safely, then we can say that your product has the provision of safe exit. So we can say that safe exit means failing safely. So this failing safely means that your product does not explode or implode. Moreover, your product could be abandoned easily. So if you can leave something and move away from it without any harm, then it means you can abandon it easily. So for example, you are designing a car, then you must take care of this feature of safe exit. That is, even if the car stops working, it should not explode or it should not implode, and we should be able to abandon it easily. That is, its door should be easily unlocked even if the car gets failed. Guys, moving on, this failing safely also means that on failure your product should not damage environment also. So guys, now let's talk about the next value in engineering. So the next value in engineering is human progress. So guys, according to this value in engineering, whatever product or service we are providing, it should be for knowledge advancement and it should be for welfare of public. Guys, talking about the next value in engineering, it is partnership with nature. So as per this value, we must keep following things in mind while designing any product. So the first one is preserve the environment, and second one is be sensitive to environmental beauty and being no more intrusive than necessary. So this intrusive means interference. So we should not interfere with environment unless it is necessary. So that is, our product or service should cause minimal trouble to the environment. So for example, we are doing some petroleum drilling. So let us say I dig 10 holes on the ground in order to find out petrol. So let us say that these are the 10 holes that I have done on the ground in order to find the petrol. So by digging these holes on 10 places, we are becoming so much insensitive to the nature. In spite of digging so many holes on the same place, we could have done proper homework, and by using modern techniques, we could have located only 3 spots where the availability of petroleum product is maximum, and in this way we could have saved the nature. So guys, this partnership with nature is very important value for preserving nature. So guys, there are basically two types of views from people across the globe on why should we have partnership with nature. So the first view is prudence, that is, if we don't save nature, then it will be troublesome for us. If nature doesn't survive, then we would also not survive. So therefore we should be partnering with nature. So this is called prudence view. And the second view is protecting nature for the sake of nature. So in this first view it shows calculations, but in the second view it shows our love or affection for nature. So people are basically divided into these two categories on the basis which they take for following this value of engineering, so which is partnership with nature. So both of these views are okay in order to do partnership with nature. So guys, protecting nature for the sake of nature is called environmentalism as ethic. Guys, here I will like to add a small point that all human beings surviving in this globe are basically divided into two categories. So the first category is individualist and the second one is egalitarian. So the people who fall in individualistic category, they are not bothered about partnering with nature. So they are concerned only about themselves. Whereas these egalitarian people, they talk of sustainable development. They say that only we don't have right to use nature. It is meant for future generations also. So these people believes in partnership with nature. Guys, moving on, now let's talk about the last value in engineering, that is clear decision making. So engineers following value of clear decision making have following features. First one is precision. So guys, the product or service that we are providing should be made with precision. Moving on, the second feature is clarity. So the product and services should be clear to understand. And the third feature is creativity or ingenuity. So here this ingenuity means originality. So your product or service should involve creativity and it should be original. Moving on, the next feature of the engineers following this value of clear decision making is product and service should be designed with concentration and care. And in general, you should be thinking of excellence in whatever product or service you are providing.
Guys, do hit the like button and do subscribe the Gate Hunt and press the bell icon to receive notifications on latest jobs updates, Gate talks and video lectures on Gate and IES.